Me being a guy that played a lot of time at my previous school and being coming in being a fifth year guy, I felt that my role was to come in and be a leader and do all the right things and learn a lot from guys like Drew Beasley, Jacob Panashuk, a lot of guys like that, and really come in with ideas of creating a great culture. Just because obviously they didn't have a successful year the year before, but they had a great foundation for what they wanted us to be this season, and that has really shown in our record. Our preparation is going to be fairly the same. Both quarterbacks are really talented guys, and we're just going to continue to work on our schemes and tighten the screws a little bit more so we can continue to be successful. Yeah, we love big plays from our offense. We love going out there and taking every opportunity to get better and to play and to go out there and be relentless. We want them to do that. We don't really focus on how much time we have on the sidelines. It's all about going out there and playing ball, and that's the most important thing, and going out there and getting that stop so we can get the ball back to our offense. Just hurry up, get our checks, and if offense has a successful drive, then that's what it is, and if not, we're ready to go ahead and play some more ball. Not really. Our biggest thing is just to go out there and play relentless football. We worry about what we can control on our side of the ball, and whatever offense does is what they do, and we're happy that they're having a lot of success, and we have a lot of success as well. So we just go out there and focus on what we have to focus on, and we'll be successful every given Saturday. Yeah. Our biggest focus is continue to come in and get better. We never arrive. That's one of the biggest things that we've been preaching on this week is continuously coming in and doing what we have to do to be successful. We're happy with where we're at, but we're not satisfied with where we're at. We're underrated defensive line in the country right now, and our goal is to be one of the best in the country, and so we're just going to continuously do that every single day, and hopefully it shows out on the field on Saturdays. Yeah, I think we have done a lot better job of rushing together, being able to communicate throughout the defensive front, and just that shows making the big plays when they need to be made. Just being physical, relentless, trying to get to that quarterback, trying to get to that ball, running to the ball is something that we emphasize every day, and you can see it in our play. Yeah, with having them out, those are big shoes to fill, and a lot of guys have stepped up and come to the task, to play that role and to be a bigger contributor on Saturdays. He does what he has to do from a leadership standpoint. He points out certain things that offensive linemen are doing on film, and that goes a long way because we're able to go out there and execute those things. So we always want to fill those shoes that he's left behind, and we're going to continue to do that. Yes, my last year playing at my previous school, we rotated quite a bit, but actually not as much as this. It's huge for us being able to rotate because we can keep guys fresh and put as many bullets in opposing offenses as possible. So that's really great for us being able to rotate guys, and that means that we have a lot of great players here. We have a lot of great guys that can step up and can get the job done for us, and that's huge. Yeah, having extra reps, that was great for me. I am striving to take a bigger role and step up and fill those shoes for Drew Beasley, and I felt that I played well. I can play better. I can do more. I can be more relentless. I can get to the ball more. I haven't made it yet, and so I want to get to that point to where I can just play relentless continuously, and offenses have to game plan for me, and that's my goal. So I feel like I played a pretty solid game, but there is more work that can be done. I definitely was a little heavier a couple months ago, and me losing that weight, I feel really good. I feel really conditioned. I feel faster, I feel stronger, I feel more power actually coming off of the line. And that makes all the difference for me. And then, it allows me to put the team in the best position to be successful. Michigan State is everything that I thought it was going to be and was advertised when I was in the transfer portal. We talked about that, coming here. The goal is to win championships, and we're striving for that and to be a top team in the country. We're not satisfied with that. We want to be the best, and we want to continue to do that. And that's what they advertised to me in the transfer portal, and that was one of the biggest reasons why I came here. When it came to my recruitment, the coaches really preached how the goal is to come out here and be successful, and we're going to transform this program into what it was previously. And that's what we were striving to do as players, as coaches, as support staff. That was the message that was echoed through the whole program. And it's not just a players thing. It's also the coaches. It's also everybody. Everybody's doing their part to get us to this point of 6-0, and everybody's working hard. They're straining as much as they possibly can to continue on this track of being a successful team, and then in the future be a successful program. So when I was coming here, that's what I saw. And to any recruits, that's what they're advertising, and they're advertising it, exactly how they say it. They're not going to, just tell you something and it's lip service. It's going to be the real thing. Yeah, for me, I think it's a little different for everybody, just because I had played so much time at my previous school, and I was, a highly recruited guy out of high school, and I was, a starter for a significant amount of time. I think it's a little different for everybody, just because if you have that film, then you're somebody that coaches want. And I played at a very high level. I just needed another school to promote me a little bit more, and so I think it's based off every other person. Coming out of high school, Michigan State was one of my top schools. It was actually one of my I guess you could put it in your dream schools list. And I knew Coach Burton, I knew Connor Hayward. I had visited up here before, and it was almost a no-brainer for me to come up here, just because I knew what it was, and I also knew Coach Tucker from Georgia, and me being a Georgia kid, that was huge, having that connection as well. That helped a lot, because my goal was to be at a school, in January, and I basically made my decision in maybe 2 weeks or so, and so that was huge, already being in a familiar setting. I think it really started in the off season. A lot of guys, I don't know how many transfers we had come in the spring, but that was a huge part of it. Everybody being familiar with our competition and us going into it, and then we had a lot of guys come in the summer, and that was huge for us as well, just because we were able to gel and we saw everybody was working hard. The ultimate goal was to be successful, not just individually, but as a team. And if everybody is training as hard as they can to be successful, we come together as a group. And that was the biggest thing for us was, you saw everybody working hard. You saw everybody competing for a spot. And that competition made it so you had a huge respect level for one another. Yeah, being able to see Kenny do what he's doing is nothing less than amazing. I'm super proud of him, just because him coming from Wake Forest, I had seen him play at Wake Forest, and him getting his shot and his opportunity here at Michigan State is huge. We talked about it all the time of how we wanted to come here and change the culture and to really bring winning to this program. And I'm super excited for him, ecstatic for him. Getting all the accolades that he's getting, because I know the work that he put in, and he's done a lot to get to this point, and he's going to do a lot more to continue on the path that he's on. So, I'm super happy for Kenny. Connor has really embraced that role, and seeing him from when we were kids, and him growing up, and you know, being the athlete that he was. You know, Connor was always a Swiss Army knife, and so it was great being able to see him step into a new role and be successful there. And you know, he seems very happy and very excited about that new role.